You know what you're doing more than I do.
What am I doing? Oh, I'm healing people.
What am I doing?
Watching this makes me really want to play Paper Mario 2 again. I love that game. It's so awesome.
Okay, so anyway, speaking of long battles, I did a boss battle today that, not in this game, in another game, that took me more than an hour.
Oh, that's the one that had twice as much health as...
As the guide said, yes.
What will probably be spoilers, so never mind.
Well, he didn't mention what boss it was, but he told me about the...
Don't say what game it is, because it's a game I may play for this channel someday.
I like your fancy mannequin.
Yes, my petite objet. You can't see it right now, but I have a little mannequin. He's like, I think he's about...
He's flamboyant.
Yeah, he's 4 inches tall on his little stand, and so I made him prance. I drew 2 little eyes on his face, too, like little dots.
Yeah.
He's so cute!
Yeah.
He's my petite objet.
Okay, so I'm trying to avoid these guys, but I'm not succeeding. I also have probably not the best party.
That could be a problem.
Well, I mean, for this purpose, it's okay because we're not facing enemies with particularly annoying abilities or anything.
Oh, yeah.
So what I'm actually trying to do, which I will get around to eventually because the enemies will not respawn. At least not unless I exit the castle or something. Is find a bunch of keys. There are 2 or 3 of them.
Also, I would like to mention that the mouse, I can see the mouse on your screen, and so I just lined my mouse up with your mouse.
Ah.
Well, because it was there, and it bothered me, so I put my mouse over your mouse.
I don't think that's effectively a zero net change.
Jen, I'm the kind of person who would do the same thing.
My sister is being difficult about borrowing Epic Yarn.
Really?
Yes. What's her name?
Oh.
Same with Okami, but she's going to let us borrow Okami.
Well, I have...
Sorry, I moved my pointer. Am I close to where it was?
I have the PS2 version.
Oh,
What
yeah,
the... What was...
Don't need Okami.
Oh, right, the fan blew me over there. I was just like, wait a minute, Mario's gliding along the floor. I didn't know why. Why is your sister being difficult about borrowing Epic Yarn? Is she playing it?
Well, she and I played through it.
So eventually I'm going to clear out enough of these guys that I can actually get through.
And so that's probably why she's being up.
These things have a lot of hit points. More levels.
Levels! Levels!
And I'm getting a lot of hit points.
Hit points!
Yay, you can be hit more.
So most of the bird statues are actually enemies. And will start moving if you get close to them and stay there. Like that.
You're just like, nope! But then you run into this guy.
Well, there are so many of them that it's hard not to run into a bunch.
Yeah, that happens.
So the plural of shaman is shamans, right?
Of what?
Shaman?
Like shaman?
Shaman.
I thought that a shaman. Yeah, a shaman and a shaman.
Oh.
Like
multiple shaman.
Shaman.
I thought it was shamans.
What, like, people?
Like how we have women's?
Women's, yes.
The women's.
No, because I don't think... I guess it depends where the word comes from. Okay, so I guess I thought a key was around there.
America.
That's why we got rid of double L's and stuff, just to be
And U's everywhere.
For some reason, I'm going everywhere but what seems like the most obvious place. You know, right where the heavy troopa is. So Joffel always starts out the battle sleeping, but anything targeted at him will wake him up. That's annoying.
What did he just do, Mario?
Turn him into a scarecrow. When you're a scarecrow, you can't use a normal attack or an item. You can still do special attacks.
That's an interesting status effect.
And I decided to run away.
Yo,
Oh, the middle one! Ugh, I'm yelling at myself. I'm yelling at my past self.
past thinker, why you gonna do things?
Past thinker was not thinking.
Does this game have a rocks fall, everyone dies kind of special move?
What
Or, like-
game are you thinking of that does have that, other than a tabletop RPG?
Like a fuck it button. Like when you're just so tired of doing something, you just, press and it's like you're just done with it all. Like,
You mean like a really powerful attack that usually kills everybody?
yeah, like in,
The giant robot in Xenosaga.
Slow Beef and Diabetes, when they did a Let's Play of Metroid Prime Corruption, they called the hyper mode button. I used to do hyper mode, the fuck it button, because once you go into hyper mode, you can kill everything really easily. So when they were tired of just fighting things, they were just like,
Screw that!
What difficulty level were they playing on? Do you know?
I'm sorry?
Do you know what difficulty level they were playing it on?
Probably.
Because I played it on hyper mode difficulty. And hyper mode is not a fuck it button in hyper mode difficulty.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's more like a please don't fuck me button.
I suppose.
Anyway, yes, there is an attack like that, but I do not have the character who has it in my party right now.
Ever since watching that Let's Play, I've pretty much just thought that pretty much every single game requires one. Because it's inevitable, especially RPGs and stuff. You'll get tired of doing something and you just want it to be done.
I disagree, it's not inevitable. If you design the game well, you can avoid it. Like, in Earthbound, for example, if you run up against an enemy that's much weaker than you are, then sometimes it'll just, you'll just win the battle automatically.
Yeah. I mean, I think that should be in every single RPG anywhere ever. Like, any JRPG. I mean, but
Is your inventory full or something?
Yes. And I definitely want the flower jar. That adds 3 to your maximum flower points. And refills your flower points.
I see.
that kind of reminds me of these items in Shin Megami Tensei.
Which one?
Nocturne and Strange Journey. I don't think in the spin-off.
Oh, the incense thingies?
Yeah, they increase one stat and then
And fully restore your health.
I never ever wind up using them because I always save them for something.
Well, at least in Strange Journey, you can do consecutive playthroughs and then items carry over.
Yeah.
It's kind of ridiculous when you have a massive pile of them to multiple playthroughs and you're just like, why do I have so many of these?
I can't wait to play. I can't wait to beat Nocturne, and then when you beat Nocturne, you unlock a mode that it's in first person.
Why?
Because the original Shin Megami Tensei games were all in first person.
Like Strange Journey?
Yeah, and they were all kind of grid-based, sort of like Strange Journey. So I'm really interested to see how the environments in Nocturne.
Have you not accomplished that yet?
It's a difficult game.
Anyway, so from one of the guys in that room, I got a key.
You got a thing?
Especially since I'm doing kind of the hardest run through.
How is it the hardest run through? What did you do to make it harder?
Well, like, you can...
There's different endings, and he's going for the one that's hardest to get.
Well,
Oh,
see,
okay.
What happened is the original game, it has, like, several different endings for the different reasons you can do. And then for the like special edition sort of thing that was basically a re-release in Japan. That was the version they adapted for American releases. It's it like has an entire extra place with a super difficult
And
dungeon.
Dante.
Yeah, and Dante, and a whole bunch of like just like insanely difficult boss fights. That I think I might have messed up because I'm not sure if some of the boss fights that I was leveling up for are available anymore.
Okay, so finally,
Yeah.
I went to the place I probably should have gone a long time ago. By the way, Mario and Mallow just got their final special attacks.
I see.
And I'm testing one of them out here.
Boing.
I'm trying to kill these guys before they all launch on me.
That would not be very fun.
And of course, they're all ready to launch now.
Oh no!
What did they launch?
Themselves.
Oh,
So this is what I should have done before.
Phew!
Did you see how much damage that did?
Briefly.
Yeah, that's a timing thing. If you press Y again just as the thing's leaving the screen, then it does max damage. Doesn't work against bosses. Otherwise, you would be able to kill literally everything in one hit, because nothing in this game has that many hit points. The numbers in this game are very low.
what about the secret optional boss?
He doesn't have that many hit points.
I forget the name of it. I think it starts with a C and has like 5 letters and has an X in there.
Yes, you're right, but I'm not going to say what his name is.
I see.
What am I doing here? Okay, yeah, I'm moving the experience booster over because Peach is now ahead of everyone else at level. And now I'm just... You know what? I see a whole lot of the same thing on these thumbnails now. I'm guessing I left to do something, so I will just fast forward.
I think that's where you want it.
Okay. I must...
I'm editing, kind of. Sort of.
A little.
I must have had to get up and do something.
That's going to be really annoying to sync up.
Well, that's why I have the sound on. To make it
Sure.
easier.
Yo.
Oh, you know what? Maybe that was the point at which the audio derped.
Maybe.
It's possible.
Anyway, there's nothing you could do with the Psych except talk to it.
How do you talk to an egg?
Same thing you talk to anything else. Press
And
the
then
A
you're
button.
Fighting a
Now
baby.
you're going to break it.
You're fighting a baby. It's not even a baby yet. You're doing an abortion. It's Mario's abortion clinic.
Does that word even mean anything when you're dealing with something... When you're dealing with a species that doesn't have internal pregnancy?
Well, sure, because it's still you're still aborting a fetus. It's just in an egg rather than in a person.
I would assume if it could talk to you, it's ready to hatch.
So it's technically no. You know, if
Colin, you're thinking too hard about a Mario game!
if fetuses could
I agree, Colin.
probably would be considered infanticide.
Infanticide? That just sounds like a
You
weird-
see, it's quite alive.
Oh god, it's Birdo!
Yup.
Yeah, kill it.
Kill it with fire!
Anyway, I made sure to Geno boost everyone before she hatched. Or he, whatever gender this thing is. I know that Birdo has lots of gender confusion surrounding him, her.
If we ever get Captain Rainbow here, we can find Sure.
If we ever what?
Get Captain Rainbow.
What's Captain Rainbow?
Captain Rainbow is this like really weird game that Nintendo made about like a guy who goes to this island filled with kind of rejected second-class Nintendo characters. With like Birdo and some other characters on it, and it's just like I get it. I haven't played it because it's Japan only, but it looks really weird.
We must acquire this game.
I mean, I want them to release it here, but they're never going to.
Anyway, that was fun.
Fredo exploded into coins. Yay,
And that-
level!
That's Bowser's final attack.
Well,
I hope I show it off, because it's actually pretty funny. Okay, there's another
Put the
key.
egg back!
Yes, I don't know. And I just get blown around.
So you just kind of randomly went into a room, found an egg, killed it, and then left the room? And then
Yes.
not coming back?
Okay, so you have to battle this guy, I guess. Because otherwise, they'll just blow you away.
Well, it's kind of blowing me away. I'm amazed. It's like a jellyfish and a flower.
It was actually a fan, not a flower.
The fan is gone.
Is that a jellyfish you're attacking right now, or?
Some variety, yes.
Okay, good. So I got something right.
It is now gone.
And now this guy's guarding... Aha! Yes, I did remember where a hidden block was.
Yay.
Can't be too much more of this castle left, because I do go to the next dungeon in this session. And
Nice.
time to drop large objects on everyone.
Yes. That is exactly what you do with large objects.
And I apparently scared that shaman.
He ran away.
Yes. And so did my experience points.
No.
Honey syrup, why are they still giving that? I probably am...
You sell it for money?
I'm probably going to use it. Yeah, I'm going to use it right away, because it is not very effective. And it just takes up space. What does that note say?
Burn space.
Mario's infinite pockets are only so deep.
The hammer space, I only have so much.
Okay, so... King and Queen are probably in there, but it's locked.
When dealing
Bowser's like, yo, donuts, I got this. It's like in Bowser's Inside Story, where he's just like, oh yeah, I'm the coolest guy.
that game was awesome.
It's so funny.
I love Mario RPGs. I can't wait for the Paper Mario 3DS game. Like,
Luigi's Mansion 2.
I mean, like, once those games come out, I'm definitely going to have to actually get a 3DS.
Anyway, Mallow made Bowser angry by saying, actually, I don't want you to bust down this door.
Bowser, you're so silly. Is that guy angry at you?
Well, I did kind of mess up his special plant in Bean
What's the
Valley.
special plan?
The Mega Smilax.
Circles!
Yeah, what am I doing? I have no idea.
You're jumping for joy.
And why did I run right into that thing?
Your exuberance, you couldn't control yourself.
When did I record this originally? I'm gonna have to look at that. I think it was probably late August. Because there are some things that I'm just watching and I'm like, what was I doing?
You were doing something indescribable.
I could describe it, I just can't explain it.
I suppose that is something very, very different.
Alright,
Now
so...
you are being a statue, and now you're heading through the door.
Okay, looking for stuff hidden on the sides. Or not. And now I just decide to go right to this. I love it how that's max damage in this game and in Final Fantasy VIII. Even though, like, in this game, nothing has more than 8,000 hit points. And in FF8, there's something that has over 1 million hit points.
Oh, that is a lot of hit points.
I finally remembered the name of the optional boss.
Don't say it.
I'm not going to, but...
Yes, it is quite funny when you beat him, actually.